Hey guys, it's time for some ranged DPS with clerics. So for this one, we're gonna do Inquisitor. So of course, 61 Inquisitor to get the final skill of this Radical Coalescence. If you don't have Defiler, you're going to go ahead and just put it as Kabbalist, and you're going to put another dot as number 2 or 3. And that's going to be Dark Water, and you're going to have to keep your stacks up on that. It's going to increase your DPS by quite a bit. I don't really think that it's worth all the trouble, but if you can get it done perfectly, then you'll be good. And of course, Justicar for, bonus lifesteal. So the macros you're going to need for this are, let's see here, your basic attacks, which is going to be cast Break Free for, getting out of trouble, especially in PvP. It's a good thing to have. Aggressive Renewal, because you can cast over it, and Bolt of Judgment. So your dot macro is going to be Sanction, Heretic, and Scourge, and then you're going to follow that up with a Vex. And your last skill, or your last macro, I should say, if I can find it. There we go. It's going to be Fanaticism plus Bolt of Depravity. So how this works is you lead in with your dots. Actually, you put your buffs on in this order, because if you get it purged, you want to have these two on at all times. Oh, and if you have a tank, put this on the tank, and every time he gets hit, you get 1% bonus damage, up to 5 stacks. So yeah, you go ahead and add your dots. And then you start doing your auto attacks. And then when you see this skill pop up, you're gonna go ahead and make it crit, toss it out, and you're gonna get this buff, which is going to reduce the cast time on Bolt of Retribution and Bolt of Judgment. But since Bolt of Judgment is an insta-cast, you're going to go ahead and cast twice Bolt of Retribution and re-add your dots. The cool thing is all the dots last for 15 seconds, and the cooldown on this is 15 seconds. So, once this is off cooldown, you know it's time to reapply your dots. So, another thing to go over is your Nizer's Rebuke, which is probably, well, it's definitely your strongest skill, but you have to learn when to use it. Personally, I like to do a combo off with it like this. Just watch closely. That's also when you have to pop Radical Coalescence. And with this, you haven't casted many Bolt of Retributions, but you've casted 4 of the Bolt of Depravities. So now you have a stack of 7 Echoing Concords. So what you could do, have your dots, and then just spam Bolt of Retributions. And those do tons of damage. And you actually can get Bolt of Depravities out of them, so that means you could just have more spam of Bolt of Retributions. And it's a huge DPS buff. And yeah, if you get in trouble, you just pop Judicial Privilege, which is a really nasty skill to have in PvP, because every time you get hit, you get 10% of your health back. And since you have Radical Coalescence, if you run out of that and you're still in trouble, just pop it again. You become really annoying to fight. And in single target, or single one-on-one duels, you should always start off with Bewilder, and then just lead into fanaticism and Nizer's Rebuke. It's a win. Almost guaranteed. And I think that's basically all we have to cover.